What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans, college football fans everywhere? Welcome. This is the Pig Trail Network, and I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the content. You guys know what to do. But for those of you who don't, at the end of the video, like, comment, share the content that you've watched on Facebook, Twitter, social media, however, wherever. Maybe send a text message to a friend with the video inside. Hey, this guy's really cool. He talks about the SEC. He talks about mostly the Razorbacks. And, of course, if you haven't already, feel free to tap that awesome subscribe button down below. First off, I want to apologize for the really loud Tennessee colored shirt that I'm wearing. It's loud, I know. But, my wife bought me this shirt, and I got to wear it. I got to make I got to please the boss, right? If you don't, you might get into some trouble. So the Razorbacks trying to figure out who on earth is going to be the defensive coordinator. I feel like we've done this for the athletic director, who's going to be the AD at the University of Arkansas, and then it became who's going to be, they had a searching committee hired for that, and then who's going to be the head coach. Finally, we got our coach, we got our athletic director, the Razorbacks did. Now the question is, it seems like it's become as important as the head coach himself, is who on earth is going to coach the defense. Because we know the staff has already hit the ground running recruiting, and guess what they've offered? Guess who they've offered? Guess who they're talking to on the phones and making sure that the guys who are already committed to Arkansas are staying committed, along with bringing in new players. They're all offensive guys. This staff, all offense. You got the line coach, offense coordinator. You've got people from Texas, thankfully, and all these guys are from Texas. They all have connections to Texas, which is a huge deal. Obviously, we know where this head coach is from and what he can do in Texas. But it's all offense and it's all Texas, and that's great. We've said that very thing numerous times here on the PTN. The history is there. When they've had success in the past, it's when that roster has guys from Texas. So is that playing a role into who the next defensive coordinator is? Is that maybe what we're waiting on? Is that what Morris and the staff and everybody at the university is waiting on? Somebody with defensive, or someone who's a defensive coordinator with strong Texas ties? Or is he going to take a different approach with his defense altogether and maybe sprinkle in a little bit of, a guy with Texas connections and maybe a guy with connections a little bit further east? Whoever the next DC is going to be, they're walking into a situation where you're thin in some areas, but I think you have all conference caliber players on this defense. Sosai Agim is an all conference caliber defensive player. Harris, obviously, I think he was top 3 in the SEC this year in tackles. Dre Greenlaw, Ryan Pulley will be back next year. Curl, who started out really strong, didn't really end really strong, but he's someone who I think could have potentially a really high ceiling. You've got several guys. Santos Ramirez, when you actually, I know it's really easy to hate on the safeties, but when you actually sit and watch him play, I thought he actually performed a lot better than people thought that he did. And, his ability to make plays, create turnovers and takeaways, pretty good. I mean, he's a guy that'll either pick the ball off in the air, he'll defend the ball, or he'll strip the ball loose. He'll create or force a fumble. So you have some things to work with, to kind of mold into, whatever philosophy, if they're going back to the 3-4, the 4-3, you have a little bit to work with. But Paul, Coach Rhodes wasn't kidding, at the beginning of 2017 when he said, yeah, there's not exactly stars on this defense, and that you don't have that. You're not, as a DC, you're not walking into a situation where you're loaded down with, 2 or 3 All-Americans, several All-Conference, first and second team All-Conference guys. You got a little bit, like I said, you might have a couple of guys here and there, but tank's kind of low there on defense when you talk about difference makers. So that's it. That's all I got. I want to just say thank you guys for watching the video. A special shout out. Joined a new Facebook group, Hog Life from the Ground Up. Thank you guys so much for adding me to your Facebook group. I appreciate that. I've been in a couple of different groups. I'm still in a couple, I think, but I generally I've left some, or I just ignore some, or I don't post in some places because they're too much drama, and I'd like to stay away from as much drama as I can. But I appreciate you guys. You guys seem like good people. Very positive community, and that's always a plus. All right, that's it. You guys, you know what to do. Like, comment, share. If you haven't already, feel free to It's hard for me to get that fourth finger up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next video.